Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check Mike 39. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Hey, 7.
On first down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Out. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's checking. Check Mike. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Back north.
Now Rodgers. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. I'm coming.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 80 weapon. Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
You ain't doing nothing. 30. You ain't doing nothing.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And Adams has it, complete. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Stop your whining. Hey, check Mike.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
Tighten up. Hey, check 26. Hey, check Mike 39.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Go to 50. Hey, check Mike. Hey, Echo. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Inside.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return will stop right around the 25. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run on second down with Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 71 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers now operating from the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Back north. Go. Box it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man is Allison complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already.
Hey, Haywood.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
58 right there. Come to my world. Hey, Foxtrot. Come to my world. 58's the mic. 58.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
40. 180. 44. Rip right. 18. Alert.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check Mike 39.
Rodgers to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All day, every day. Any day. 30. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's 3rd and short. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 6 guys. 26. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Nice.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Watch the shift. Blue. Go. Hey, ball. Jam. Motion.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Steps away to his left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards there, a first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew,
man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin, but he stretch a disc.
booted up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. Got me booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm putting intent on. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man when it come back. I'm the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return. Turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You ready? 54. Hey, Alpha. 54. All day, baby, all day.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Smith on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Third and long, it's Smith. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Markevius Mingo. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Tressway now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, hey. Right there, 56. Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Check hot route. Hot.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
90 is the mic. Coming back. 14. Check. Lucky.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Kill.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Check 56. I'm here all day. Bang out. Bam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check 37. Check 3. Friday.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
Back to 80. 53 is the mic. I got you. Reload. Twist.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Go. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on 1st down, Smith. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch the ship. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Flare. Rock it. Big dribble.
Out of the gun, Smith. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Hey, watch that. 22 jet bomber. 54.
3 buzz. Check.
Hey. Go.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And he's going to go down again. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get off the field. 91 is the mic. Rabbit.
Gun.
Wilson going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Hey, switch gears.
Check.
Check your hot read. Shit.
Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Bo Scarborough with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. 27 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Smith looking long for his tight end read. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Play action. Now Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Procise. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw is Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. So good they had to name him twice, and he gets a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Check.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Safe. Go. 49's the mic. Watch Lee Griffin.
They are going for it. It's Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, here we go. 49, go.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Look at me. Zip.
On 1st down, Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37.
He's checking crack.
All go special. All go special.
Echo. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Procise. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with McKissick. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go again with McKissick. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To throw is Wilson. Off play action. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, 52 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Check tight. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Watch the snap.
Screen.
Ready?
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Markevius Mingo getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Smith now throwing on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
49, guys. Mike.
Hey, exit.
Hey, defense, let's go. 49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Go. 5.
They snap it to Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it
Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball lanes. All I ever do is ball lane. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get great. Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat or watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was homeless sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one from them. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champ.
Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away.
Come on, let's go! Let's go, let's go! Everybody, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Get your swerve on! Kill! Fresno! Blue John Poker. We're going to 54, wide 8. Joker. Watch switch! Check. Under. 43. Here we go, going to 54, wide 8. Kill, turn up. Shift. There we go, going to 53. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's got room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. 38 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Check 3, check 3. Switch.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he will find Davis on the left side, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, 88.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Blue draw quarters. Get that ball.
Watch out.
30.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Jump out. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Hey, Mike 7. Watch the backer. Run. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Chip.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Let's go.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up. Catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Elliott. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they finally get him, but not before he